Scroll of the female warriors who fought and fell in feudal Japan.
Channeled by your architect-musician, 361-1027, the Golden Whisperer, our sea star, Devalan see all. Apply the news you can use.
Picture the archipelago like a long, curved blade laid on velvet black water. Across centuries of clan wars, Genpei, Kamakura uprisings, the long roar toward Meiji, there were women of the Bushi class who didn't just endure history. They stepped into it, armored, disciplined, and dangerous. Not a myth of they might have, but a pattern we can trace. Training for household defense, and in rare, blazing cases, frontline combat. And this scroll is for the ones who fought, and in one way or another fell, by bullet, blade, arrow, or the quiet erasure of record. I, the Naginata Oath. Before the names, understand the code. In many samurai households, women were trained to protect the home and domain when men were away. The Naginata, polearm with a curved blade, wasn't a decorative tradition. It was a practical answer to chaos. So when war came to the gates, some women didn't break the rules. They revealed what the rules were really for. Tomoe Gozen, the storm at Awazu. She enters the record like thunder. Tomoe Gozen is most famously described in the tale of the Heiki, a medieval epic, and yes, part history, part literary fire. She appears as a warrior serving Minamoto no Yoshinaka during the Genpei War. Here's the sacred tension. Tomoe is widely known, but her story is a battlefield between fact and legend. Scholars have tracked how her image changes across time, warrior, survivor, even performer in later retellings, because societies remix powerful women when they don't know what to do with them. So when I say she fought, we have strong tradition and serious scholarship around her presence in the war story. Yet the line between eyewitness history and heroic literature is thin as a sword edge. And how did she fall? Sometimes falling is death. Sometimes it's disappearance. Sometimes it's the way a woman can become too legendary to be allowed an ordinary ending. Tomoe's fall is the uncertainty itself, the record refusing to hold her in one honest shape. Hangaku Gozen, the arrow in the thigh, the castle in her hands. Fast forward to 1201, the Kennen Rebellion. Hangaku Gozen is remembered as a commander in the defense of Torisaka Castle, and she appears in connection with the Azuma Kagami tradition, a major Kamakura chronicle. The story hits like cinema. A fortress under pressure, archery raining down from height, leadership under siege. She is ultimately wounded, famously described as an arrow wound, captured, and taken to Kamakura. Hangaku doesn't fall in the simple sense of dying on the field. She falls into the machinery of the victor. Capture, politics, retelling. That's another kind of falling that warriors know too well, surviving the battle but losing control of the narrative. Nakano Takeko, the last bright blade of Aizu. Now the late echo of feudal Japan when the old order is cracking. 1868, the Battle of Aizu, Boshin War. This is one of the clearest, most documented flashes of organized female combat at the end of the samurai era. Nakano Takeko led a band of women fighters associated with Aizu, often remembered as a women's corps fighting with naginata against troops armed with guns. She was shot in the chest, and according to accounts repeated in modern summaries, asked to be beheaded so her head would not be taken as a trophy. She died on October 16, 1868. This is the kind of ending that doesn't ask to be romanticized. It's not girl power. It's war. Smoke, iron, and a decision made in seconds because dignity mattered as much as breath. And around that same Aizu defense, other women are documented as participating in resistance and defense efforts, including figures often named in accounts of the castle's defense. If Tomoe is the storm myth and Hangaku is the siege song, Takeko is the receipt stamped in blood. Women fought and some died at the hinge where feudal Japan shut its doors. The lesson hidden in the armor history doesn't always erase women by saying they never existed. Sometimes it erases them by saying they were exceptions. But exceptions that keep happening across centuries aren't exceptions. They're a suppressed category. These warriors weren't asking permission from the era. They were answering the era's violence with skill, discipline, and grim clarity. And when they fell, by death, capture, or legend's distortion, they left a signal for the collective. Your power is not new, it's remembered. Archive notes, Onna Bugeisha, Women Warriors in Japan, Aizu Women in 1868, Broader context. Tomoe Gozen's shifting historical literary tradition, Tomoe across versions and eras. Hangaku Gozen and the Kenin Rebellion, 1201. Nakano Takeko's death and role in the Battle of Aizu, 1868 to 1016.
Universal Currency Receipt, Architect Musician 3611027, The Graceful Whisperer, Devalan C. All.
To our beautiful collective, from our day ones to every new soul joining this journey, we love and appreciate you deeply. You've turned this space into so much more than a community, you've made it a family. Thank you, truly. Your presence, your energy, and even the smallest acts of kindness have the power to shift the compass for many in ways unseen but deeply felt. Here's to each of you, all new and the many more to come. We're just getting started and we're so grateful you're here with us. With love and infinite appreciation from the collective of Shaman All.